Flosstube. I'm Monica. This is Monica's Stitching Studio, and it is Friday, February 6th, 2026. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate you coming back and visiting with me. I've got a few things to share with you today. Some whips and finishes, and some things from the vault, some bird facts. I hope you like what I have for you today. So, sorry, I was trying to get my shirt fixed on the bottom. Okay. All right, so welcome to Flosstube Friday. My first finish I have to show you is going to be the border for the Monthly Moments series. I got it finished, let's see, last week I did Flosstube on Friday, and I finished designing it on Friday night, started stitching it on Saturday morning, and finished it at like 11 o'clock Saturday night last week. And so I got it uploaded just in the nick of time in January 31st, like an hour before it turned February, which I met my goal. I wanted to have it done in January. So there's a closer look. It's a little cabin scene at the top, and it's only about 20 some inches from the top of the border. Yes, I am getting it a little close right here, but I know that that is enough to get it framed. So normally I would have left 3 inches, but I didn't plan very well for this series, as I said last week. So anyway, here it is, the border. I was looking at the pattern, and there are some more green grass that gets stitched on this side that I didn't finish. So it's actually not finished, but it's most of it. And then it will have 12 blocks, as I've explained in previous videos. And so this is a really big piece of fabric. Whoops, wrong way. And so I'll have all the months there in that little cabin scene at the top. I think it's just absolutely adorable. So this pattern for the border and the cabin scene is free in my Facebook group, Monica Stitching Circle. If you go to the Facebook group, it's there's no questions to get in the group yet. You can just join, and then you go to, just scroll along the top and go to where you see files, and it's under the files where I put all of my free patterns. So we've got 9 more months left to do in the year, and I'm super excited about this project. I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like all charted out too. So all 12 blocks. If you have downloaded this because you're going to stitch it with us, I already have the colors for the first 3 blocks put in place for the border. Months 4 through 12 is there. The border is charted in black. In the notes of this pattern, I put to please ignore those black stitches. Those are just placeholders for the borders, April through December. So it's going to be really cute, guys. I hope that everyone that's stitching it is enjoying it. I think you are. I'm getting a lot of nice comments about it, and best thing that's ever happened from something that I didn't even plan. So anyway, Monthly Moments series, 1 a month, which I released, I just released March a week ago at the end of January. So I'll be releasing April at the end of February. Okay, so that's one of my finishes for the week, was the border. And my second finish for the week, if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you've already seen it, but it is the Northern Cardinal. There, that little thing wants to just stick up. There. Isn't he cute? Looks more like an authentic cardinal, not like a, I didn't change him too much. That's actually what they look like in the wild, which I appreciate all kinds of patterns of cardinals, but I want mine to be more realistic. Just more of a primitive look, which is just what I like. And then, so he is in my shop now, if you want to stitch him. And I thought I would bring some of the other birds up just to show you what they look like together. I think these two look really cute together, the blue jay and the cardinal. And then we've got this, and then we've got the Junko, which he's a little tiny guy, but he's a little tiny guy in real life too. There's the Junko. Downy woodpecker. He's got a Christmas theme going on, but it doesn't matter. He's staying on my tree year round. Turkey. This one is under the pattern name Autumn Eve Stroll. It's Tom Turkey. And then the other patterns are, these are all 5 that are in the bird series right now, but I have other patterns with birds in them that I also put on my bird tree. This is a little Valentine one called Sweet Reverie. It hangs on the bird tree as well. This is Proud Eagle. And this one is Starlit Songbirds. So these are all on my tree. And this wasn't really made to hang, but I had a little twine bow, and I've just been taking the loops from the bow and hanging it on the bird tree like that. And it has worked perfectly. And I also wanted to tell you, after last week's video, I was going to put a video of the bird tree on the end of the Flosstube, and it didn't work out. I tried 3 times. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, and I have no patience for it. So I just uploaded it to YouTube Shorts. So if you want to see my bird tree, go to YouTube Shorts on my page, on my account, and you can see the bird tree. Now it doesn't have the cardinal on there because I posted that last week, and this one was just finished up this week. I guess I should probably tell you a few facts about this too. This is on 40 count vintage country mocha, 1 thread over 2 squares, and it's charted with all DMC. And I just did a simple little pillow finish, sewed all the way around, and then put a little hanger on it. And then this one, last week, I'm just correcting myself all over the place. Last week I said it was 32 count. It's 30 count. Thank you, Stephanie, for telling me that I misspoke. 30 count light khaki from Weeks Dye Works. And this is a 18 by 26 piece. And that's a fat quarter. Okay, so bird tree video is on YouTube Shorts. It's probably simple to combine the videos, but I don't think I ever told you guys, but I'm not really interested in making these long drawn out videos with all the photos and the music and all that. That's just maybe someday, but not right now. I'm not really interested in that. I really just like to cross stitch. So I told myself that if it ever came to the point where I wasn't enjoying what I'm doing, I'm not going to do it anymore, because this is my last job I'm ever going to have, and it's going to be fun, and I'm going to enjoy every bit of it. I don't really enjoy putting together videos. So when I got so frustrated about adding that bird tree video, I was like, heck with it. I'll just upload it separately, and then I'll tell you about it this week. But sorry, but I'm not, I do okay with technology, I think, but I don't know. I just don't really care to make the long videos, which it may, I may not get as many subscribers or whatever because of it, but I don't care because I want to do what makes me happy, and I'm doing it right now. Okay. Fun facts about Northern Cardinals, which I think that the Northern Cardinal, the male, this is a male. The females are not this color. I don't know if everyone knows that or not. They are a lot more camouflaged, so the predators don't get them in the nest or whatever, so they can protect the nest. But female cardinals are brown, like a warm brown color with maybe red accents, and that's for camouflage reasons. Male cardinals are vivid red to attract mates and to signal their territory, while the females are warm brown with red accents for camouflage. They both sing, not just the males. The female cardinals sing from the nest to communicate to their mate. They do not migrate. Cardinals stay year-round, even through all these snowy Midwest conditions that we're having. Cardinals, they stay. They have acclimated their their bodies through the years that they don't need to migrate anymore. And there's actually getting more and more birds that are doing that with the climate change things that are going on right now. Cardinals are very devoted parents. They often raise 2 to 3 broods a year, and the males will frequently feed the females during courting and during nesting. They will also feed the fledglings once they leave the nest. They're seed lovers. They have a thick orange beak, and it's perfect for cracking sunflower seeds. They also eat berries and insects. That iconic crest that they have on the top of their head, it raises to show their mood. If it's up, it means they're in an alert phase. If it is down, it means they're relaxed. They have a strong sense of place. They are very territorial, and that comes with a lot of, also with part of the reason why they don't migrate, because they are extremely territorial. They stay, some of them will even stay in the same area for their entire life. If the food and shelter and water are all available, they'll stay in the same spot for their entire life. They're a very symbolic bird. The Northern Cardinal is the official state bird of 7 U.S. states, including Indiana. Has very meaningful symbolism. Many people associate cardinal sightings with remembrance and connection to loved ones. There's a lot of people that think that when they have cardinals in their yard or whatever visiting them, that they have loved ones visiting them from beyond the grave. And I think that's really awesome. Although my husband and I have a little bit of a joke about that, because we get cardinals by, 10, 20 at a time. So we will say there's a lot of dead people at the bird feeder today, which I don't know, hope you understand that kind of humor. Some people may not, but we don't say it all the time, but we're like, look, there's a lot of dead people out at the bird feeder today. Anyway, sorry. We're silly sometimes. Okay, let's go ahead and go on to my whips. I currently only have one whip, and I told you last week that I was going to keep it a secret, and too late, because I already ruined it and posted a sneak peek on Instagram and Facebook last night because I just love it. It's on 40 count, and it's a patriotic stitch. It's not going to say America 250 on it, but it is just a little Americana scene. That's just part of it. There's 3 more blocks that go at the bottom. I'll show you what a little bit of a mock-up looks like. Although don't go by this thoroughly, because I have changed the center block. But here's what it'll look like. Okay, just a little flash there. It's really fun to stitch. It's on 40 count, 1 thread. That little house was so cute to stitch and fun. Yeah, I'll keep showing it, and I hope to have it done by next Friday. We'll see. There's a lot of little stitches in there, so we'll see. I'm not in any hurry. But 40 count with all DMC threads. And then my next things that I'm going to be working on besides that is my spring moon garden. I'll show that to you again. This is part 1 of a 3-part series. The other 2 are not, I haven't started stitching yet. These are all DMC threads, and it's on 27 count black Linda fabric, 2 threads over 2 squares. So I will get the other 2, at least one of them, started in the next week, and hopefully have that to show you. But that's what I'll be working on in this next week is my patriotic. I think I'm going to name it Americana Sampler. Not positive, but I think that's what it's going to be called. And then Spring Moon Garden, this 3-part series I'll be working on also. From the vault, I have 3 pieces to share from the vault this week. The first one is a heart and hand piece, and I don't remember the name of the chart. I think it's Jack-o'-lantern's Bright, but I'm not sure. I don't know, but here it is. Jack-o'-lantern Bright, ghosts in the night, ghoulish scene, it's Halloween. And this is like a sign from Hobby Lobby. I think it was like a bathroom sign. Yeah, Yeah, it's just wood, and it's got like the hangers that come on it already. And I did a flat finish with some gingham underneath, some homespun gingham, and then some orange polka dot fabric, and then stretched that piece over some sticky board. I think it's super cute. And I ordered the buttons from, I don't remember where I ordered the buttons from, but I looked them up online and I could find them, so I ordered them, and they're super cute. Heart and hand. Yeah. Okay, the next one is from Bent Creek. It's a spooky alphabet, and I have that on black homespun gingham as well. And it's another piece from Hobby Lobby. It says it was reduced to $2.24. It's just a piece of wood, and it's got like things to hang on the back. The edges aren't finished. I think I would probably like to paint the edges, but I haven't done it. But just stretched it over a piece of sticky board and put it on homespun. But that one's from Bent Creek, Spooky Alphabet. My puppies are upstairs whining. And my third one I have to share is another Prairie Schooler. I don't think I shared this one yet, but if I did, I'm sorry. But this one is Thanksgiving Comes Again. This is another one of those that I stitched on 28 count with one thread over one square, and it's really tiny. The harvest is all gathered in, and chilly north winds blow. Orchards have shared their treasures, the fields their yellow grain. So open wide the doorway, Thanksgiving comes again. So sweet. Prairie Schooler is my absolute favorite, and I know I've said that before. Love it. So many cute little details in that too. And look how tiny it is. Okay, there's my stitches from the vault. If you have any questions, please ask. Got lots more where those came from. Okay, so I think I've shared just about everything. What I'm going to be doing this week. Well, the Olympics start this weekend. I think they're already on right now. I saw some ice skating when I was watching TV earlier. We'll be watching Olympics. That is one sport that I do like. Sports. Maybe because it's not on every day. That helps. But I'll be watching the Olympics. Then we got the Super Bowl on Sunday, which I don't really care about the Super Bowl, but I'm going to be cooking all the food. And I just started to make a menu this morning, and I have no clue what to make. I usually, like in the past, I've made like a bunch of appetizers. And then when the kids were little, we made jambalaya every year for several years. And then it's just went to all appetizers. But I haven't asked my husband what he wants yet, because that's usually a day I do a lot of cooking. So we'll be watching the Olympics and the Super Bowl. And then I need to make a Hobby Lobby run. So I think I'm going to look for some finishing pieces at Hobby Lobby for this series. So I can display all three across on some kind of a wood piece. We'll see what I find. And also maybe like some trims or ribbon or something to go with these. So Hobby Lobby, there's two of them close to us. One's about 45 minutes away and one's an hour away. So I don't know which one I'll go to. I usually try to make a day of it and go to someplace else I need to go in Indy too, or Columbus, whichever town I decide to go to. But I think that takes us to our giveaway. Another short video this week. So giveaway winners. The first giveaway winner for last week, I asked you what your favorite thing to stitch, and I think you guys were all over the place, just like me. I went through a long phase where I did Christmas, and Patriotic I've done a lot of. I've done a lot of samplers too. I guess I wouldn't say a lot. I've done several. But I asked you what your favorite to stitch was, and there was a lot of Christmas, there was a lot of fall, there was a lot of Patriotic. Thank you everyone for telling me, and I'll give you the winners' names. The first winner, you get to choose. Please send me an email at monicastitchingstudio@gmail.com. Kathy Slowstitch, you are the first winner. Congratulations. Kathy Tansy 2486, you are winner number 2. Winner number 3 is Pat Marchbanks 8230. And winner number 4 is Penny O'Brien 204. Congratulations, ladies. Please send me an email and tell me which pattern you would like from my shop, and I will email it straight over to you. Any PDF pattern of your choice you may choose. And that's where we're going to take off for next week is I'm going to do another giveaway. 4 more patterns from my shop. And the question I would like you to answer this week is where you live. Where are you stitching from? Where do you live? I know that I do have a few people that watch out of the country. That would be neat to have someone chime in just to tell me where you're at out of the country. But as far as in the United States, I'd like to hear all those too. Where are you at? I'm in central Indiana. More like southeast central. I'm smack dab in between Indianapolis and Cincinnati. Takes about probably a tiny bit closer to Indianapolis. We can get to downtown Indy in about 55 minutes. Cincinnati's maybe an hour and 5 minutes to get to downtown. Love going to both cities. So that's where I'm at. As far as local need, I guess I could share this too. We'll all ask that question next week, maybe, what needle shop store you like or you go to. I have a few around me. For years, I went to Fancy Works in Bloomington, Indiana, which they closed because the owner passed away. That was very sad. A year ago, there was a needlework shop that opened up in the next town over from me, and I couldn't believe that was happening, but it's called Mystic Fabrics. Her name is Misty, and she has ran an online store for a few years now selling her fabrics. I think you guys have probably all heard of Mystic Fabrics. She's been around a while, but she opened a needlework store in Rushville, Indiana, and that is only about 20 minutes from me. So that was awesome. I've been there a few times and I've spent a little bit of money over there already. And then I also like going to Keepsakes in Cincinnati. I've been there several times too. And of course, it was always neat to see Pam and Steph. It'll be sad not to see Steph in the store anymore, but I'll still go there, and I'll also shop Steph's store online. I'm very excited for her new adventure doing her online needlework store as well. They don't know me at all, but I've been watching Pam and Steph since day one. That's probably the only Flosstube that I have stuck with since the very beginning. They started in 2017, and I've watched every single episode from the very beginning, and I've never missed. And I'll tell you a little secret, and a couple people already know this. I know my friend Michelle Hudson already knows this, but I actually had a Flosstube in 2017 in October, and I only had 2 episodes, and I still remember this. It was so sweet. Pam and Steph had just come out with their Flosstube a few months before I did, and Pam followed me and commented on my first video and said that she loved what I was doing and to keep it up. And I will never forget that, because I was kind of struggling back then with technology and getting a video uploaded. It was a mess. And Pam was so sweet and saying, "We love what you're doing. Please keep it up." And gave me encouragement that no one else did, besides my friend Michelle. She has encouraged me from day one. Thank you, Michelle. But anyway, you used to be able to go to Keepsakes and see Stephanie in there working, but she's since announced that she's going to start her own shop, which so happy for her. Such good people. But anyway, there's my story. That's the one Flosstube I've watched all the years. I also watch Brenda and the Serial Starter, but I don't get to them every week. I watched Priscilla and Chelsea for several years, but I'm way behind on them. Probably like years behind. And then, who else do I watch? I can't think right now, but that's a few. Pam and Steph always religiously every week. So, thanks for watching today. I hope everybody has a good weekend and enjoys the Olympics and the Super Bowl, and hope you're staying warm and safe with this weather. We still got a bunch of snow on the ground. It didn't melt like they thought, but I think it's going to next week. Let's hope. We've actually had 2 more snowstorms since last week, but ready for it to be done so we can get closer to spring. Anyway, have a great weekend, and thanks for visiting with me today. Happy stitching, everyone. Bye-bye.